Hello students, today we are going to see about the electrolysis, the different factors which are responsible for the electrolysis to take place, the different reactions which are going to take place, and how the electrolysis is going to happen, what are the main cause behind of it. So each and everything we are going to see, and for that I will be first explaining you the theory of electrolytic dissociation, the main points which are responsible for any electrolysis to take place. Because without of those points, we cannot understand electrolysis, because these are the essential points. And remember, this chapter is very simple, but this chapter side by side is very much important also. It's highly important chapter because every year at least 2 questions definitely comes from this chapter, and it is very simple to score also. So don't worry about anything, and we're going to see about this. So just quickly see about the points which are necessary, and always keep those points in your mind while taking up any compound electrolysis. Okay, we're going to start with this. For the electrolysis, first of all, electrolysis is the process in which, with the passage of electric current, a chemical reaction takes place. It is with electrical energy, what happens? A chemical reaction takes place. It is the overall term meaning actually we have. Electrolysis ka matlab, electro means electrical energy, lysis, L-Y-S-I-S means breaking down, or we can say that it is actually for the decomposition. So in short, we can also say that with the help of electrical energy, when any compound decomposes, then we can call that particular process as electrolysis. Okay, so now what happens? For this electrical energy to take place over here, we need some charged particles. And the charged particles which are responsible for the electrolysis to take place are ions. They are what? They are ions. In metals, the conduction takes place by the help of electrons. But over here, for electrolysis, what is needed? Ions. And for the ions, what is else needed over there? Compound. तो सबसे पहली चीज compound होना चाहिए. Compound कौन सा? That which can give ions in a free state so that the conduction can take place. Now, there was a scientist whose name was Svante Arrhenius. You can see in your textbook, that is of Selena publication, that is page number 105 I'm talking about, where theory of electrolytic dissociation is given. If you see over there, the very first point is given like this: an electrolyte on dissolving in water dissociates into free mobile ions, that is cations and anions, and allow the flow of electric current through it. It means that in the medium we should have a positively charged ions, that is cations, and the negatively charged ions, that is anions, for the flow of current. Now current is supplied from a battery source. So we have a source over there. Then what's the need of the ions? Ions are those particles over here which are going to help these electrodes to come in contact with each other. You can see the 2 electrodes are far apart. They are not connected with each other. So in that way, how the circuit will be completed. So for these 2 electrodes to come in contact to complete the circuit, which are the particle responsible? Ions. So we need first of all cations and anions over here for the conduction. Okay? So for that we have to pick up those compounds which can give out free ions. ये सबसे पहली condition है for the electrolysis. Second point. All ions carry an electric charge and are responsible for the flow of current through the solution. By charge particle है. So charge particle का मतलब ये हो गया कि वो charged energy को help करेगा to move from one to another point. And the charged energy over here is what we have? that is electrical energy. So these ions are actually responsible for the flow of current. So ions होना जरूरी है और ions का flow होना जरूरी है for the flow of current. Third point, the conductivity of the electrolyte depends upon the concentration of the ions in the solution. Now this is another point which we have over here, which is responsible for the conduction. And what is that? Not only the ions are necessary, but we need the high proportion of the ions. Not only the ions, but the high proportion of the ions means more amount of ions, more conduction. If a particular compound is getting partially, suppose we have taken 50 molecules of the compound, and out of 50 molecules, only 10% we are getting ions. On the other hand, we have a compound which is having 100 molecules, and out of 100 molecules, it is getting 80% into ions. तो कौन सा अच्छा कंपाउंड होगा फॉर द इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस? ऑफ कोर्स दिस वन. ज्यादा मॉलिक्यूल की वजह से नहीं, पर ज्यादा मॉलिक्यूल से ज्यादा आयंस मिलने की वजह से. सपोज इंस्टेड ऑफ 100 आई एम टेकिंग 50 ओनली, तो 50 में से अगर 80% आयंस मिल रहे हैं तो ये बहुत अच्छा वाला कंपाउंड कहलाएगा फॉर द इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस. एंड दिस will not be conducting the current. तो सिर्फ ions का होना is not necessary. The ions should be present in a high concentration. Another point, compound which can give ions. Second point, ions are responsible for the flow of current. Third point, the quantity of ions should be more, then only the conduction will be taking place completely. Then only we're going to have a proper complete electrolysis. Okay. Now, fourth point. The number of positive charges equals the number of negative charges in the solution, and thus the solution is in electrolytic equilibrium. The total number of positive charge and total number of negative charge always remain same. Imagine we have taken lead bromide. From the lead bromide, we are going to get lead ions and bromide ions. Okay? Now the problem over here is that this is not going to help in a proper electrolysis. Why? Because we are getting one cation and one anion. So according to the theory, they are equal. By 4 point यही तो कह रहा है, the number of positive charge equal to number of negative charge in the solution, and thus the solution is in electrolytic equilibrium. But beta यहाँ पे the number of positive and number of negative charge is not related to the overall quantity. It's very clearly given number of cations नहीं, number of positive charge. कितना positive charge है? +2. कितना negative charge है? -1. Is it equal? नहीं. In this form, the ions will not be coming out. In this form, in this ratio, they will not be helping in the electrolysis. Each and everything happens in equilibrium. So over here, the total number of the negatively charged ions or negative charge should also be equal. And for that, we have to balance the reaction. One lead ion, 2 bromine atoms in the molecule. So they will be coming out in 2 bromide ions. They will be coming out in how many ions? 2 bromide ions. Okay. Now these ions are in equilibrium. The charges are in equilibrium, and the reaction will take place. Okay. Now when the reaction is going to take place, another thing, whatever the number of electrons at cathode, whatever the number of electrons at cathode. Okay, let me rub this part so it will be more clear to you. Cathode. At cathode, which is negative charge, the positively charged ions will rush. They will be taking up the electrons to neutralize. कैसे न्यूट्रलाइज होगा ये आप लोगों को मैंने क्लास में बताया है. सो आई एम जस्ट एक्सप्लेनिंग द पॉइंट. आई एम नॉट टेकिंग ईच एंड एवरीथिंग इन डिटेल. ठीक है. So this will be taking up the electrons and forming the metal atom. Same way, at the anode, the negative charge will be going out. So from one molecule, how many negative charge came out? 2. So they both will come out. They both will be losing electrons. So total loss we have -2, and the both atoms will be coming out in their neutral state, that is molecule. You can see here we had equilibrium, and now we have equilibrium over here. 2 electrons gain and 2 electrons are given out. So each and everything happens in what? Equilibrium. This is the meaning of the 4th point. Come to the 5th point. In non-electrolyte such as sugar solution, benzene, etc., there is no ionization, and therefore only molecules are present in solution, and hence they will be taken as non-electrolytes. No ions, no conduction. No conduction means the material which is taken over here is a non-electrolyte that cannot be termed as electrolyte. And the 6th is the degree of dissociation is the extent to which an electrolytic dissociates or break up into ions. I repeat, the degree of dissociation is the extent to which an electrolyte dissociate or break up into ions. What's the meaning of degree of dissociation? The degree of dissociation of this compound will be coming up as what? Giving out 2 positive charge, giving out 2 negative charge. किसी भी कैटायन, किसी भी एनायन का किस हद तक क्वांटिटी मिल रही है इन अ पर्टिकुलर मीडियम फ्रॉम द कंपाउंड, वो कहलाता है उस कंपाउंड का डिग्री ऑफ डिसोसिएशन. हाउ मच परसेंटेज we are getting the cation and how much percentage we are getting the anion. That is what the term degree of dissociation means. Okay, clear? So these are the points which were given by the scientists who were called as what? Arrhenius. And these points will be coming up to explain the electrolysis. Okay, so we're going to keep up to this. Rest I will put up the PDF file, and from that you can see about the points which I explained. Okay, so take care.